guys, Jeff here. Welcome to another Monday video, and today we're going to talk about part 2 of if Jeff had a rebel cell, what ships would he use? Now, the last video, part 1, which I'll link down below, that was more of my ideal. If I had the credits, I could find the ships and I could customize them the way I wanted, and get generally what I wanted. And this is kind of like the early stages of the rebellion. And that would be more of my ideal rebel fleet / cell, but considering most rebellion cells were on a shoestring budget, and you saw in the TV show Rebels where they were using CR90s or basically generally anything they could get their hands on, like Ghost Cell. My actual fleet would look something radically different. Now, this is just going to mostly be capital ships, fighters, and blockade runners and stuff like that. Now, it would generally be catch as catch can, but there would be one ship for my last list, well actually a couple, but as far as capital ships that I seriously think that I would definitely try to get my hands on. Now, it's not going to be the ship you're thinking, but it's the ship I would use as like my main headquarters ship to haul all my materials and keep all my stuff concentrated and keep mobile. Unlike, Phoenix Cell, which kind of had that Phoenix base, which was kind of the highlight when Bantu came in and kind of saved the day. But you had that one Phoenix planet, and they're basically, concentrating on not being caught. I would concentrate on being mobile. What's the ship that would get that accomplished? The Acclamator. This would be one ship I would go hell for leather to get one up, running, and operational, and keep it working. Because it's troop and cargo capacity, and it's pretty quick, it's defensible, it can land on planets, it is a very, very good mobile command base that you can park on a planet, leave alone for a while, but if you need to get the heck out of Dodge in a hurry, you load everybody up, you get that ship in space, and you go to hyperspace, and you get the hell out. So the Acclamator, for sure, would be my number one. I need this ship to make my cell work. That is non-negotiable. I would find one and I'd make the damn thing work. So that's the one ship where I would go, yeah, this fleet is central. This ship is central to my rebel cell. Even if I have no other ships, I want and need an Acclamator for just, like I said, the laundry list of stuff that it provides my cell and provides me the lift and cargo capacity, command and control, logistics. It's just a one-stop shop, and I'm really surprised the Rebels, because I know it really wasn't, the prequels are made after, but if, had actually been made in order 1 through 6, I really think the Rebellion would have had a couple of Acclamators in its fleet. That is just my personal opinion. Now, other ships that would probably be in my flotilla, it would probably be a lot smaller, probably a couple of CR90s, and instead of ship-to-ship, they would be literally loaded for anti-fighter duty. They would have lots and lots of point defense cannons. Or, quad, and, the dual-turbo laser cannons, I would probably replace those with quad-shot laser cannons. Kind of like what the Falcon has, but I would have, 2 quads and a single turret, and basically I would maximize that thing to whip around like a really, really, really fast to shoot down fighters. So, again, CR90s make the cut, but they are heavily optimized for ship-to-fighter combat. Because my rebel cell probably wouldn't be looking to take on capital ships and fight them head-to-head. No, basically any kind of capital ship, we turn around and run the hell away. Unless it was something like one of their lighter, frigates, or maybe an Architon. But outside of that, yeah, it's basically run the hell away and live to fight another day. Now, this does make a change on my fighter capacity. Now, I did say that I would want a Venator. More than likely, I wouldn't be able to get a Venator. Venator would be nice, but not critical. Now, the one ship I would need would be the Quasar Fire. Kind of like what Phoenix Cell got and had for a while until they crashed into the interdictor. But I would definitely want to get my hands on 1 or 2 of those, just for the simple fact of they are flying hangars, and I can make them inconspicuous, elsewhere. I can hide them behind moons. Basically, I can put them somewhere where they're not going to be a problem, and then I have fighter lift and cargo capacity. When they basically jump in, dump their fighters, jump the hell away. And again, I would probably end up with fighters with Z95s and Y-Wings. And the Z95s would generally be retrofitted to have the same kind of hypermotivator as a Y-Wing, just for the simplicity of parts. So that way, I can have a carrier jump them in, and then they can jump out, meet the carrier, and then the carrier can jump away and go somewhere else. Just for the quick hit and run attacks. Until I could get stuff like X-Wings, but this is the early days. And again, I want Z95 and Y-Wings for, like I said in the last video. They're easy to find, the parts are cheap, any mechanic can keep them flying. I mean, I know in certain books, Y-Wings were known to be cantankerous, practically always falling apart, but a tech could get a Y-Wing back in the air, same with Z95s. It's not that hard, parts are everywhere. You gotta love the cheap, reliable fighter. And quite frankly, I would also repurpose TIE fighters. I'd probably have some TIE Uglies. Now, I'm not going to have the kind of TIE Uglies where I'm putting a ball cockpit on a Y-Wing. No, like if, let's say the Y-Wing, not the Y-Wing, the TIE fighter wings get ripped off, but the ball turret's still working. Okay. Let's put, some, more aerodynamic wings or, better placed wings so they're not quite so much blind spots, kind of like the TIE Dagger. Or, if I get my hands on an interceptor, that'd be great. But, it would be more of an ad hoc affair. Where, I got busted up TIE wings, I got some parts, or, I got some really good mechanics that can make me something usable. Yeah, I'll use it in combat. But generally, my mainstay fighter is going to be the Z95 for the early term, and then Y-Wings for the bomber role. And like I said, Quasar Fire to haul them around and be the mobile repair facility. So, to wrap it all up, it's definitely a more shoestring budget. Basically, for capital ships, the one I am steadfast on is that Acclimator as my command control on my mobile command center. Because retrofitted like that, I think that ship would do really, really, really good. And I would probably ditch the turbo lasers in place of heavy ion cannons. Because once again, I'm not looking to fight a major fight. I'm looking, if my ship's getting into trouble, being able to disable and run. Run. All my stuff would be equipped with at least a Class 1 hyperdrive if I could make them a Class 0.75 or faster. But minimum Class 1 hyperdrives around the fleet. And my fleet probably wouldn't be very big. I'd probably have one Acclimator, probably 2 or 3 CR-90s, and a Quasar Fire. And then as many Z95s and Y-Wings as I could really realistically carry, but it wouldn't be near as much as I could get for the Venator in my first video. So there you have it, folks. That's what would happen if realistically, but the one I am steadfast on is that dang Acclimator, as I said. But let me know in the comments what you think and what you would do for a Rebel Cell and what ships would you equip in your fleet. And you could do it like mine, where price is no object. You've got very good resources versus you're on a shoestring budget and you get what you get and you do what you can. Let me know in the comments below and I'll catch you next time.